What's up, guys? This is Eddie from Building Beats. Just wanted to walk you guys through some of the basics of using When I Work. Hopefully, this will save you guys a lot of time and then also make sure you guys get paid on time. A lot of the reason why there's some off-cycle payrolls is because there are some mistakes in When I Work. So just wanted to cover the basics and the essentials. Okay, the first step I wanted to cover is how to set up a shift alert so that you guys are always reminded when you have an upcoming workshop. So the first step is to go to the More tab in the bottom right hand corner of the app and then go to Alert Preferences. And you'll see in this bottom half of the screen some shift reminders that you can set. This top half you don't have to worry about, that's more for the administrative account. So the bottom half you can either, for shift reminders, you can either set email reminder or a text reminder. So that's done by clicking on these icons. And then also you can set a certain amount of time before your shift where you want to be alerted. Don't forget to hit the save in the upper right hand corner of your screen, and it should remind you from here on out. Another thing I want to talk about is availability. Now this is in the same settings toolbox in our bottom right hand corner, except this time there's a tab called availability. And there's a couple ways you guys can do this. So the first way is to block off an entire day. So let's say you know that you're not available on Sundays. Simply go to Sunday and you see there's unavailable or preferred, select unavailable and then select all day. You'll see in your schedule that Sunday is now unavailable all day. Another way you can do this is piecemeal. So you can block off different periods of time where you have another commitment and you can't work. So let's say on Monday I know I can't work between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. I make sure to select unavailable and then select this time slot. If I just click outside the clock now, it'll save Monday and this specific block of time I can't work. Now I can add another block of time to the same day. I'll make sure to select unavailable. And then now let's say I can't work after 4 to like 8 or something. Same thing, just tap off the clock and you'll get it saved. Okay, so that's how you set up the blocks of time to be unavailable. And the third way is sort of another method is to use a preferred schedule. So let's say you just prefer to work between 8 a.m. and 9 p.m. on Tuesday. Make sure you select preferred, select your times, and that'll let us know that's a preferred time slot for you. This all helps us schedule like substitutions for you, or if we're placing you at a new site, we'll be able to know at a moment's notice if you're available. So that helps us a lot. Don't forget to hit save in the upper right hand corner. I'm just going to hit cancel now because this is a test. Cool, so that's how you set your availability. The third topic I want to cover is how to access contact information for your sites. Now this is really important because sometimes you'll be running a bit late and you want to give your site a call, or for any sort of other administrative things that you want to contact your site. Remember, for any sort of serious admin issues, be sure to contact myself or Erica. But if you're just running 5 to 10 minutes late and you need to give them a call, feel free to access this contact information. As a general rule of thumb, if you're going to be running seriously late, please do let me or Erica know and we'll contact the school for you. So to access contact information, I'm going to go into my shift, and you're going to see that in the shift notes under the date, time, location, job site, and position, we've added the contact information for the point person at the site. So right now I'm clocking into a shift at Building Beats HQ, so this contact would be Fee. But for most people, it's some sort of program coordinator or program director at your different schools or sites. Cool, so you'll be able to access that information and reach out to them if need be. The next topic I want to talk about is sort of the most important one, is clocking in and out of When I Work. So right now I've set up a shift for myself at 4:30. Just checking that I'm within the radius to clock in. It's really inconvenient for us if you guys clock in out of the radius, so be sure to clock in within the large green circle. You'll see the little green dot is my current location. The large green circle is the radius where you're allowed to clock in. Cool, so now that I know that I'm within range, I'm gonna hit clock in. And sometimes this happens where there's multiple sites. It's because there's overlapping radiuses, and When I Work doesn't know which you're clocking into. So just select the one that you know you're supposed to be at, and then clock in. Cool. So just as a aside, if you're clocking in more than 10 minutes after the scheduled start of your workshop, you'll be paid the hourly rate based on the actual hours that you work. That means if you clock in at 4:30 for a 4 o'clock shift, and the shift only goes to 5, you'll only be paid half an hour. Same thing with clocking out. If you clock out early, you'll only be paid the amount of time you actually worked, or that the app knows you worked. So be sure, if you're there on time, that you stay throughout the duration of your workshop and clock out at the end. And also know that if you're coming in a little bit late, or after 10 minutes late to be specific, that'll start cutting into your pay rate. Cool, and definitely try to clock in as you're walking there to the workshop if you are within radius. Great. So I'm gonna clock out really quick. And the last topic we're gonna cover is how to request time off. So you see in this main dashboard screen, there should be a request and time off option. I want you to go in there, and this screen's gonna look a bit different again because it's an administrative account. But to request time off, you can go to this upper right hand corner, hit the time off button, and you'll be able to fill in this form about what kind of time off you're requesting, and be sure to include a little bit of a description on the reason for your time off, etc. We always want you guys to go through this form first, and then you can reach out to us through email, either myself or Erica, and we'll be able to moderate your requests. This is really important. We also have a deadline of 72 hours in advance. So we have no guarantee to accept your time off if it's within 72 hours of your requested time off. So just a note to keep. And that's about it. Thank you guys for listening, and I hope this helps.